Hello everyone, here is how to set up your document in MLA format. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put most of the important information on the top of page 1. There's not a separate title page. Make sure that before you start typing your document, you double space everything. The margin should be 1 inch on all sides, and this is the default for both Microsoft Word and Google Docs. And then just a note that between the paragraphs there is no extra space between, and they are indented here 1/2 of an inch. A reminder that the font that you should be using is Times New Roman 12 point, and again, just the reminder to indent all paragraphs. Do not put an extra space between. So on the top page, or on the first page, page 1, you are going to have this heading, and the heading appears only on page 1 above your title. It does not repeat, so it is not part of the header. So you'll start with your first and last name, then your teacher's name, the name of our class, which is English 11, and then the day that the paper is due. So that would be Friday, December 4th. So you'd put 4 December 2020. And there'd be no commas in any of there. Then you're going to put enter 1 time. You're going to center your title without bold or anything underlined, none of that, just plain. And then you're going to hit enter 1 more time, take it back so everything lines up to the left, and you're going to indent 1/2 an inch. Next, I just want to talk to you about your header. The header is at the top where you type in your last name and the page number. You're going to use the feature in Google Docs or Microsoft Word that counts the pages for you. So make sure that you do that so that when you move to page 2, it will show that you have your last name again and a number 2 automatically. You should not have to change that. If you have to change that, it's going to change all the pages, so it will not be correct. So see me if you need help with that. Oops. Okay, next, your in-text citation. So if you're going to talk about your, and you do have to have 1 quotation in each body paragraph, you can say that Travis says in Hansberry, where you're citing the author and the name of the work in the sentence itself. In that case, you would only need to have the page number 68 at the end of the sentence in parentheses with the period on the outside. If you only identify the speaker, you'd say Travis says, and then you would have the quote, "What's the matter, girl? You cracking up?" Then on the outside of those quotation marks, you add in parentheses the name of the author, space, page number, parentheses, and then your period. The Works Cited page is going to be the last page of your document. It is going to be the only thing on the last page of your document, so you need to insert a page break if you are going to be close to that being on the page prior to it. This will also stay double spaced, so no need to change your spacing. The title is going to be centered, and for our case, it is going to be Works Cited unless for some reason you picked up a quote or something from another source, which you would have to also show, and in that case, work would become works, plural. Again, the title is centered. It is not underlined, italics, in quotation, or bold. It's just plain. If this was a really long citation, we would have a hanging indent, but in this case, it just goes all the way over to the left. There's no indent at all. All right, so make sure that when you're on the Works Cited page that you include the author's last name first, then the page numbers, and you're going to capitalize words and titles and articles, not the conjunctions or prepositions. So it's going to look just like it did right here. For this particular title, like I mentioned on our Zoom session this morning, is that we are going to put Raisin in the Sun in italics because it is a standalone book. If we were to read a textbook with a play in it, then it would be in quotations. But for our project, it will be in italics. So this is what our Works Cited page is going to look like. Hansberry, comma, Lorraine, period. Raisin in the Sun, in italics, period. Random House is the name of our publisher, comma. It was published in 1994, and then period.